Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for coming to my free workshop on password security. My name is Raekwon Abdul-Rauf, and let me just give you a little background on myself. I used to work for MCI WorldCom. I worked in their fraud control and detect department. What I would do there is I would monitor all of MCI WorldCom's calls across their network. That'd be as far as national and international calls originated from the house, from the cell phones, pay phones, going through calling cards, through PBX systems, which would be the phone systems in businesses like hospitals or corporations where you may have a tree or directory that you can dial a number and get over to a different person inside of the office or what have you. And I would deal with lots of different things where people are making revenue at the expense of others, or free calls at the expense of others, and also at the expense of MCI WorldCom itself. So my job was to go through and find that usage and stop it. And back then, there was not much you could do about it, especially with a cell phone. If you had a cell phone and you just happened to, let's say, drive underneath a bridge and somebody just went to Radio Shack and bought some parts, they could clone your phone and they could make the calls look like they were coming from your phone, and would usually call a country called Armenia, which was the home or birthplace of Andre Agassi, if I'm not mistaken. But one thing we are going to be talking about again is back to password security, because this is something a little different, because this is dealing with the internet now, not so much the telephone. But with password security on the internet, one thing you definitely want is to have yourself a secure wireless network. Why do you think that may be so important? Let's take an example like this. Let's say you're laying down, taking a good nap or sleep at night. End of the night, end of the day, you're ready to just go ahead and go to bed and call it a night. Then you get this loud banging sound at the door. Open up, FBI. And you're thinking, my gosh, what is the FBI doing in my house? What's going on? Did I do something? I couldn't have done anything. But having an unsecured network can do that to you. You may have somebody that's going through and using your wireless network to possibly be going through and use it for illegal transactions, possibly dealing with drugs or illegal international trade. They could be doing human trafficking, child pornography. These are things that you don't want to be a part of, but then you are a part of it if you have an unsecured network, or you have a network with a very easy password on there, because you're enabling that usage to be free for other people to go through and do it. And that's why you want to make sure that you do have a secure password. Now that's on your network. Let's think about over on the side of websites. Let's say that you have online banking. Really don't have to say too much about that. Somebody's going to go through, when they get into your bank account, they're usually not going to be there to give you free money and just deposit it for you and say, hey, it's your lucky day. They're going to be coming in and they're going to be taking out. So you don't want unauthorized usage inside your bank account. That's just a given. Then a lot of people are on social media right now, which is very big, and at the rate it's going to keep growing. I don't see big change from that. But let's say somebody goes through and gets into your Facebook account. You don't want them going in, posing as you, and then just go through and just type in all types of stuff that you wouldn't say, and it's showing up to your friends or family or your business. Other people seeing it, it can really make you look bad. You want to have a secure password. Having a secure password is actually pretty easy. You want to go through and create a password that has a combination of numbers and letters. You at least want to meet the minimum number of characters, which probably about 8 characters is good minimum. And you want to make something that you can remember, but not something so easy that just anybody can go through and pick up. Because keep in mind, you want to keep your money in your bank account. You don't want to have to be going through and trying to clean up your name to all your friends and family. You don't want to be sitting out there getting handcuffed and being sitting there at gunpoint and having your computer taken and analyzed by the FBI. You don't want to be that guy, because these things have happened recently, and this is real. This is real life. These things are happening by people that are not paying attention to just how important it is to go through and secure your network. It does not take a lot to just put a password in. Keep yourself protected. Simple, but effective. So again, my name is Raekwon Abdul-Rauf. Thank you very much for taking the time to hear my little brief presentation about password security. And hopefully you've learned something that you'll go away from this and protect yourself. Have a great night.